Exciting news out of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. They've issued a historic action recently, making the first ever gene therapy available in the U.S., ushering in a new approach to the treatment of cancer and other serious and life-threatening diseases. The FDA approved Kymriah for certain pediatric and young adult patients with a form of acute leukemia, entering a new frontier in medical innovation with the ability to reprogram a patient's own cells to attack a deadly cancer. New technologies such as gene and cell therapies hold the potential to transform medicine and create an inflection point in our ability to treat and even cure many intractable illnesses. The FDA is committed to helping expedite the development and review of groundbreaking gene treatments that have the potential to be life-saving. Kymriah is a genetically modified T-cell immunotherapy. Each dose of Kymriah is a customized treatment created using an individual's own T-cells. The patient's T-cells are collected and sent to a manufacturing center where they are genetically modified to include a new gene that contains a specific protein that directs the T-cells to target and kill leukemia cells that have a specific antigen on them. The safety and efficiency of Kymriah was demonstrated in one multi-center clinical trial of 63 pediatric and young adult patients with relapsed or refractory B-cell precursor ALL. The overall remission rate within 3 months of treatment was 83%. To further evaluate the long-term safety, Novartis is also required to conduct a post-marketing observational study involving patients treated with Kymriah. And now for a quick super geek moment. Everybody else could care less about this, but you super geeks out there, check this out. A Western Digital 20 terabyte MyBook Duo. It's the highest capacity storage system yet. This box includes a USB 3.1 Type-C interface and 2 USB 3.0 Type-A ports that could be used to connect flash drives and other accessories to your PC. They can also charge your smartphone, letting the drive do double duty as a USB hub. And it even comes with a USB-C to C and USB-A cable in the box. The base 4 terabyte model will cost you $280, while the top end 20 terabyte configuration is only going to set you back $800. Photosynthesis provides energy for the vast majority of life here on Earth. But chlorophyll, the green pigment that plants use to harvest sunlight, is relatively inefficient. To enable humans to capture more of the sun's energy than natural photosynthesis can, scientists have taught bacteria to cover themselves in tiny, highly efficient solar panels to produce useful compounds. The researchers are presenting their work at the 254th National Meeting and Exposition of the American Chemical Society. Rather than rely on inefficient chlorophyll to harvest sunlight, researchers taught bacteria how to grow and cover their bodies with tiny semiconductor nanocrystals. These nanocrystals are much more efficient than chlorophyll and can be grown at a fraction of the cost of manufactured solar panels. Many scientists have worked to create artificial photosynthetic systems to generate renewable energy and simple organic chemicals using sunlight. Progress has been made, but the systems are not efficient enough for commercial production as of yet. The bacteria operates at an efficiency of more than 80%, and the process is self-replicating and self-regenerating, making this a zero-waste technology. But the system still requires some tweaking to fine-tune both the semiconductor and the bacteria. This could mean hyper-cheap solar panels and micro-sized solar panels that generate as much energy as the full-sized ones that we have today. And finally, happening in this week's What The, a bride-to-be who allegedly conned her fiancé and his buddies out of $17,000 by faking his Ibiza bachelor party is today in hiding. Rachel Doran's family have now disowned her, and in fact her own brother even called her an evil cow. Brutal. This is what happened. Chris Mahoney, 27, was at the airport with his 30 pals when they discovered that the 29-year-old had only pretended to book the 4-day bash. She then fled the couple's home near Whitehaven, Cumbria in northwest England, and a friend told The Sun that she's in hiding. The bride-to-be persuaded Mahoney to let her take charge of his stag trip to Ibiza, taking $580 from each of the 30-strong group. Then she forged boarding passes for them. One said, "We then phoned the hotel in Ibiza, and they'd never heard of us. We contacted Rachel, and she answered the first time, apparently, adamant it was genuine. She even offered to pay for the flights then and there. After that, the group couldn't get a hold of her. She just vanished." A source said Rachel went all out to forge the documents for the trip. She printed fake boarding passes and even used a local travel firm's logo to put on the top of letters and tickets. It happened because she heard he'd cheated on her when he actually hadn't. She must have been planning her revenge for months, maybe even a year. Another relative said, "We are all devastated." He thought she was the most amazing fiancé ever for organizing the stag and everything. Turns out the bride-to-be allegedly conned her fiancé and his pals out of over $17,000 by faking his Ibiza bachelor party. Thanks for joining me on your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think I should feature on the program, you can shoot me an email at djraymcneil@gmail.com, or of course contact me on Facebook at Your Weekly Tech Update. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Good night, world. Your Weekly Tech Update brought to you by Holiday Home Care, Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. It's your turn to relax.